OverDose vapes. Keep your wicks wet and your coils tight. If you're looking for new flavors and all about the clouds, bro, filling up a clear road, we're dripping on the sub-ohm reviews for that juice. Well, Trav and Josh host, view it on YouTube and prepare for overdose.
That's how you know that you are taking part in obese mode.
You in the right neighborhood. It's the flavor hood.
Obese mode X. I don't know exactly what number.
We don't know how many fucking obese modes we got, but this is the one you're watching.
Yep. This is our vlog. This is our chance to kind of talk vape, talk advocacy, talk whatever the fuck we're thinking.
Just talk shit, man, because we have no beholdings to any companies, because this is our thing. So we talk about what we want to talk
Absolutely.
about.
OverDoseVapes is our baby. This is what we're here to talk
And we
about.
gonna vape and talk.
So we have.
What are you vaping on, Travis?
I'm vaping on basically Siren Song. This is my bread and butter. I actually took a couple months off from this.
Yeah.
Went back, remembered.
Still love it.
Remembered why. Remembered why. This is a week old, 120 mil. It's gone.
Any of you looking for the most solid strawberry custard milk type thing? Siren Song is your ticket, and it's cheap.
It's cheap. It's like it's it's not outrageously cheap, but it's $44 for our 120. It's good enough for me.
That's cheap.
And I love it.
That's cheap.
Holds up heat. Well, the flavor is really consistent.
Yeah, the flavor is always the same every time, but this is not a Charlie Noble review.
Could be, but it's not.
But we're just talking.
Yeah.
And so, what am I vaping on? I'm vaping on one of Travis's favorites, Oh Muffin.
That is absolutely one of my favorites.
By Juicy Ohms.
Juicy Ohms, yeah.
Yeah, Oh Muffin. Wow, what a great flavor that is. You get that blueberry, and then you just get that blueberry fucking cupcake.
That wonderful muffin just comes through so well.
It does. That
so
texture,
well.
though.
Yep.
You know, if you know us by now, we like some texture in our vapes.
If it's a bakery good, you better come with texture.
Better come with some cookies.
And he's rocking it in the theorem. And you know what? A lot of times in tanks, texture gets lost. Not in this one. This tank actually does put off tremendous flavors.
And you will be getting a review of this theorem, the flavor fucking machine, pretty soon.
It is a lung-hitting drip tank that has flavor.
Flavor for days. The only minus really is it only holds about 2 mils, but
if you're lucky, 2 mils. Once you get that wick down in there and shit gets a little tight.
But
that's neither here nor there.
We'll talk about that in the review. But I think it's a perfect home tank, if that makes sense.
Great home tank.
Great home tank.
So you want to tell us who sent us? We got this nice donation here for this deadly pipe bomb mod.
I'll be damned. That was Tom Alexander Jr. hit me up on the DM, and he said, "What's happening?" And I said, "What's happening?" And then he went ahead and said, "Hey, I have this tube mod. It's not really working for me. I'm not sure what the problem is. I don't feel safe using it. Would you guys mind me sending it out?" Me, being a gentleman, I said, absolutely not. And if we can get it working for you and get it all fixed up, clean it up, maybe find the right battery that fits in it and get it going, we will send it back to
Absolutely.
Tom.
It's a nice little mod, though.
It is. It's a great looking mod.
It's a 3-piece mod. It's got nice engravings here on the button.
It's made from tobacco.
The locking feature you said does work, right?
It does work great.
Okay.
Yeah. So far.
So far, I think it might be.
It's reverse threaded. Yeah. It's great.
I like it. Yeah, okay, but that's neither here nor there. We're also going to take a look at this.
That'll be some other review some other day.
Maybe take a quick look at it.
But Tom, just know that we will work on it. Travis has some fucking magic wipes that he uses to get things all nice and clean and tight. And if we get this thing working, we'll send it to you. It might just need a top battery, or what do you call it? A button top battery.
And you know what? I have a lot of experience with mech mods, and I've troubleshot a lot, so we'll see if we can get it working for you. That would be awesome.
And we would love to send it back to you working and twerking and fucking firing it up.
Okay, before we get into some serious business.
Serious shit.
Okay, I want one more thing.
Yeah.
So the T18.
Showing off, bro. Do remember these.
The Endura T18, which I just put up the review of. It is a mouth-to-lung device.
Only Travis will figure this one out.
So I MacGyvered it, and I was just thinking to myself, okay, this would be really hard to drill out the airflow holes
He's like, I want a lung to lung.
I want a straight lung hit this mouth to fucking lung device, right? Okay, so what I did is I put like a little half chuff cap.
Kids, don't do this at home.
Maybe try it. I put a little half chuff cap on there, and the airflow comes in from where you actually connect the mod.
And they're just tiny airflow. Tiny.
So I unscrewed it a little bit. It's still making a connection, but you can see there's a visible.
Still connecting, but you got a lot more airflow.
Yeah, you got a lot more airflow. You got
Watch
the half
this
chuff.
shit.
Okay, so this is with a 1.5 ohm coil, 14
watts.
Starter pin kit.
Clouds, bro. That Anakin, though.
It's comparable to like something like an Ego 1.
Where's the Eagle one? Right here.
I was just saying. You know what I mean? Like
It's dope.
you can blow clouds on anything. The first thing I ever blew clouds on was also from Anakin. It was the MVP 11 watt box mod.
Yeah, and we were making crazy coils that would fit in there.
Yes, and I would make like stovetop coils out of flat wire, single coils.
Isn't vaping fun?
Oh God!
So check it out. So here's an Eagle 1, right, which is made for sub-ohming, and it's like a beginner setup for sub-ohming.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm gonna hit this.
A lot more airflow you can hear right off the bat.
Same deal, man.
Comparable.
Same deal.
Fucking comparable.
Same
So all I'm
deal.
saying is that if you are bound and determined to blow some fucking clouds, you're gonna blow some clouds.
And I'm, without that trick, I'm in love with those T18
They're nice.
and the T22. I actually bought a coworker the T18. That'll be coming. I know the T22. That'll be coming soon. And I'm leaving here, going to me and the homie going to go to the vape shop, and I'm getting my sister one too.
Hey,
because
that's nice.
these Inokin starter kits are dope.
They really know
Just
what they're
know
doing.
that.
They
Just
really know what
that.
they're doing.
So I'm buying about 6 of them, man, just to get my people vaping, man.
Yeah.
Because these are one of those things you take a hit and you look and you go, oh, like this is what vaping could be,
Yeah.
as opposed to like an Ego or a. I think I got a little vapor.
Yeah.
So these new shits, this is the time to get your friends into vaping. For $30, you can give them a whole. You can give them a whole kit. Tell them to sit on it for 6 months until they're ready. Whatever. It's $30.
Try it out
Beautiful.
at home on your own.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean? That way you don't have to be embarrassed if you don't like it.
Yeah.
But definitely check it out. I'm also wearing another shirt from our Spreadshirt site.
Yeah, you
Some
do.
people were talking about like what else we offered. This is the traditional OverDoseVapes logo with me and Josh in cartoon form character.
You get some hoops.
Made by our great buddy Brandon Dalrymple. He's the one who designed this. So
Hoops.
be dry hump.
Be dry hump, baby. And you can get some dope ass hoodies.
Yeah, the hoodies are great. I mean,
I know summer's
I
coming.
know it's summer, but actually the hoodies are like some of the best parts.
The dopies are dope.
So
I mean, the hoodies
dope.
are dope.
And
On the
there's-
back, they have like a mod and our
Yeah.
faces, and
Oh,
the coils
God.
the coils are lighting up. If anything else, go down to Spreadshirt. Check out the reverse side of those sweatshirts.
The coils
Dope.
are actually lit up to say ODV.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
And that's our people's artwork. We love that
Yeah.
shit.
Uh,
Dope.
Also, we have another shirt that's a graffiti style that says OverDoseVapes, and we have
Very
a
cool.
trucker cap that says Overdose on it. Blah blah blah. Just throwing out the merch out there.
Just go to the site, check it out. Don't spend any money. That's fine. It's free to look.
It's free to look.
Just go check it out. Something might jump out at you and you go, God damn, I love those Overdose boys.
Yeah. So what are we gonna?
Something.
Let's talk about what they can look forward to in the next week, as far as reviews.
Reviews. Honestly, we got to catch up on a lot of stuff
Man,
that has been sent to us.
We have been sent. I mean, we get sent juice every day.
We've been lagging.
And so what we try to do, at the very least, is try to get a couple flavors out from each company as they come in. That way they
Each
know
week.
that we're, each week. That way that they know we are planning to do their juices. So all the juices that we're going to be talking about, we have done other ones out of the line. But we decided to go back and pick a few randomly. We got one from Skyline. Skyline Vapor sent it to us, and it's the Charlie's Chalk Dust White Label. And it is called what?
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
And there are a couple of lines that we'd like to mention because we have taken so long. But they are coming. A line by the name of Lux. They have the nice gold wrapper. That's coming.
That will be this week.
That'll be this week.
Lux.
Their parent or sister company, which would be called Sloth. What is that one?
Lucifer, Luxifer. No, not Lux.
Lux.
Jucifer.
Jucifer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Jucifer and Lux are
we'll be doing those in full this next week. We still have some lightning vapes. I know you people are waiting. So it's just a lot of stuff, and we're trying to make everybody happy. And I hope we're doing even a little bit of that.
And you know what we realized a long time ago? If we just do one company for like 2 weeks,
people get bored.
So we try to switch it up. Okay, so on top of the Charlie Shock Dust, and on top of the Lux, which we're gonna do, we're also doing 2 Vape-tasias.
Vape-tasia.
Josh is doing
Dip Flip, Trip
Pineapple Express, and I am looking at Royalty 2.
Yeah, buddy.
So, okay, so that's what to look forward to. And then we're also going to be doing a review of a tank. I'm not sure if it's going to be the Theorem or the Griffin 25.
We got them both, man.
We got them both.
We're going to do them both, man.
Yeah, absolutely. At some point, we're going to do both of them, but this week we're hoping to do one of those. Okay, so let's jump cut real quick, and then we're going to get into some real serious topics. We're going to talk about advocacy, California state law, laws across the country.
All kinds of shit.
All kinds of shit, okay? But let's jump cut real quick.
Beast mode.
Yeah, obese mode, we jump cut to the serious shit. That's what we're doing.
It might be obese mode 273, we don't know.
Yeah, but fuck, this could be obese mode 75, 65,
probably more
125.
More like 12, but whatever.
I think we're up around 14, 15.
We some beasts, bro!
We're beasting it up. This is just in direct response to Shane Hitchcock having a Thursday where he watches vlogs.
Yeah.
Grim Green in particular, and not motherfucking obese mode. So
what's up with that, bro?
This is a direct fucking response, son.
No, it's all love for Grim Green. We just fucking
no shots fired.
All love
on the real. Shots fired, Grim Green.
Yeah, fuck that shit. We coming after you.
Your subs will soon be mine. No, I got love for Grim. He's cool.
All love for Grim. He never starts no shit.
How could you not have love for Grim? The motherfucker's 7 years old.
He's the OG. He's the OG.
How you gonna be mean to a 75-year-old man? He's been vaping since 1930.
That's just not fair.
That's not fair.
We wouldn't do that.
I'm a young buck. I'm not gonna go after some old man.
Nah, you fucking bring on some convicteds. Anyway, we digress.
Okay.
We're here for some serious shit.
Yeah.
Well, about as serious as we get.
Fuck, we joke, but this is some serious shit, okay? So advocacy is a big deal, okay? Advocacy in the sense that we need to start fighting for our rights as vapors. This maybe not on the same level of civil rights, but this is a fight that's important because guess what? Without vaping, we're losing our friends.
Yep.
The government right now, whether they...
It's down the same vein of your rights.
Absolutely. Yep. And whether or not the government is intentionally doing it or not, the actions that they're taking right now could lead to the deaths of millions of people.
And did you notice that they didn't make any kind of changes to laws or anything when it was just smoking, right? That was fine. Yeah. If you had people dying of heart disease and lung cancer every day with cigarettes, that was fine. Yeah. But once vaping came in, hold up, we can't have them in the beaches, we can't have them in the parks, we can't have them this and there, and now it's 25 and fucking that wouldn't have never came down if it wasn't for vaping. Okay, that's bullshit.
Here's another deal too. Okay, even after they figured out that smoking was directly linked to death, we're talking late 70s, early 80s, science. Like, this is what's happening.
Doctors smoking in the ER and shit.
What did they do? Did they pull all the tobacco products? Did they make it harder to get? No. What they did was they said, okay, go ahead and put a little label on the side of your pack that says this could kill you.
Yeah.
Okay?
And maybe a filter. Because that'll save you.
And, whether you know it or not, the whole impetus behind the fact that this is the way it is that there are a lot of money.
Billions.
There's a lot of billions of dollars worth of in politics from these people in the big tobacco company lobbying our politicians, our local politicians, our state politicians, our federal politicians. They are giving them so much money to get the legislation that they want. Okay.
And if you want some proof of that, you can go over to Germany. You can go over to France. You can go over to the UK. You can go over to all these countries and read what they're saying about vaping. and they're coming out going, please stop smoking, start vaping. The fucking, you know, it's in. We all know it's safer, please. But those are countries that give a shit about their citizens. Our country likes to fucking stomp out anything that could hurt their money, right?
Yep.
Because the cigarette industry wasn't quick enough to get into vaping, so they're losing money, right?
Yeah.
And so I would say even go against buying shit that is done by Big Tobacco.
Never buy anything from Big Tobacco.
No.
Don't support that.
Don't buy
Don't
Halo.
support that.
Don't buy none of the fucking shit that you know is put on by Big Tobacco because you're just feeding the fucking beast.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, absolutely.
But I just hate it when I see other countries pushing for health advocacy, telling the citizens, get away from cigarettes and start vaping, because you'll live longer. But that the United States treats it like it's a fucking bomb in your hand.
And you know what? Even though we have no real long-term science about the long-term effects of vaping, the short-term effects have 100% proven out time and time again that vaping beats smoking every time.
I got a lot of short-term effects.
It's
you want to
just
hear?
better, dude.
Wow.
I can breathe.
It is.
I can walk for 3 miles without getting winded. I can go upstairs.
I don't use my inhaler every day. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I can fucking ride the pony, you know what I mean?
You know?
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Without getting winded halfway through.
Yeah, ride that pony. Come on, goddamn home, ride that pony.
So yeah, I mean, they have all the money. They do. They have all the money in the world.
But we have the voices,
We
baby.
have the voices, and you know what? You can make yourself heard. What I did the last week or two is I've been going and I've been using Twitter to tweet directly at Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Bernie Sanders, all of my local state
Fuck
representatives. Trump. Fucking Trump. I'm no supporter of Trump. I have no love for that motherfucker or his policies, but I want to know where his stance is on vaping because he's a politician and there is a chance. I mean, this is fucking scary. There's a chance that motherfucker could be president.
Don't say it.
It's a chance. I mean,
Don't
it's a
say
gamble,
it.
but it's a chance. So, my recommendation is tweet because all these motherfuckers use Twitter. I mean, they don't have time to do actual
If he is
work.
elected president, you Canadians watch out because I'm coming.
I'm coming, yeah.
Me and Trev coming through with our ODV shit.
So, join CASA.
Join CASA.
Harass.
If you haven't joined CASA by now, you're way fucking late to the party.
But it's not too late.
Please not too late. Please take a minute and do it. It's very important.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
And
if you're enjoying all this vape stuff and e-juice and all this great stuff that we're being able to buy, please join CASA. Yeah.
Okay, so there's some immediate ramifications for this new set of laws, this new legislation, specifically here in California. I've had several companies. Lightning Vapes requires you to send a photocopy of your ID before they'll deliver things to you.
Which isn't bad.
Which isn't bad. We've actually been advocating for that for quite a while.
There's worse.
There's way worse.
Yeah.
Vapor DNA requires you to either do a phone confirmation or to sign for it at the door.
Hi, my name's Timmy. Yeah, I'm 32 years old.
White Label Juice Company requires you to send a photo ID. Mount Baker Vapor, in the most shocking and scariest thing about this whole thing is they are no longer serving California customers.
Wow.
That is pretty fucking drastic.
That's really fucked for the people that live in California that don't have a lot of money
Who
and
rely on Mount
live
Baker.
off of Mount Baker.
Who rely on it.
That's fucked. And for those people, in our next vlog, we will come up with some ulterior cheap juices. Yeah. I hate for you to have to go away from Mount Baker, but you got to get your juice. Yeah, so we'll come up with some other cheap alternatives. Okay.
And so
that's crazy.
I'm also gonna say this:
California is a huge market for Mount Baker. That's crazy.
You know, I would also say start stockpiling any gear that you want. Start stockpiling any kind of DIY juice manufacturing, mods, all that kind of stuff.
Drippers that you really love, and maybe it has a glass piece. Buy a second one.
And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to tell you to start hoarding, because I think that in the long run we're gonna beat this.
Yeah. I think we're
on the federal level, I think we're gonna be okay. But just as a precaution, I don't want everybody to be stuck without things that they need to stay away from cigarettes.
Yeah.
my other advice, and this is going to be very controversial, and I don't give a fuck because I refuse to obey a law that is actively seeking to kill people, and I urge you to do the same. Just don't obey the law.
Yep.
Fuck the law. It's a wrong law, and I am under no obligation to take part in it.
And we're firm believers that if we got into enough wars, which we may be headed there, at 18 you're able to be drafted and thrown and given a machine gun and thrown into the fucking battle, but you can't take a vape. We have a problem with that. So we've had a couple questions in the group because we are a California-based vape group. Are we going to be kicking out 18, 19, 20? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, I will not.
You're an adult.
I will not abide by these rules. I'm not. And you know what? If you want to be a part of our group, we are not actively giving you fucking vape stuff. Yeah. And so, no, I'm not going to obey that law. I'm not going to kick people out.
And we don't give a fuck if you have a problem with it.
No, we don't. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care if you're 37 and you're whining about a 19-year-old being in our group. You can fucking get to stepping. Okay?
You need to be supportive of people who are trying to change their fucking lives.
That's the deal. How about don't die from cancer, motherfuckers?
And that's our ultimate goal. And that's always been our ultimate goal, is to expose more people to vaping.
And that's why we've always taken the stance of, we don't care what you're vaping on.
Yep.
I don't care if you bought a fucking $6 clone mod from fucking Fast Tech. That's your deal. That's your budget. If you're vaping fucking e-juice, you're not smoking. So 2 thumbs up to you.
And think about what happens.
We've always been those guys.
Think about what happens if they get rid of vaping. Think of the jobs that are lost. Think of all the stores that are closing.
So many of these mom and pop shops that are getting closed down.
People that we all know.
Entrepreneurs.
People that we all know. I know hundreds of people in the industry on the juice side. I know dozens of people on the hardware side. I know people who own shops. I know people who work at
do
shops.
a wonderful job in the industry. They make amazing juice. They run great shops. They do nothing wrong. They're trying to help the fucking community.
And this is a government-led anti-vaping initiative, because it's not the public. Because guess what? The public is in support of vaping. It's moving towards broader acceptance, because nowadays you can buy fucking Space Jam juice in Shell gas stations.
Shell, which is a corporation. Some of you might feel a little different about this, but Shell sells Space Jam juice.
Which is amazing.
Which some of you might not like Space Jam juice and all that, but it is a huge juice, right? Yep. Space Jam, everybody's heard of it. Yep. And so obviously they made a deal with Shell, and so now they got their 4 fucking different flavors right there in Shell. Yeah, they can buy the juice, but their biggest complaint is they can't get it all in one place. So then it's almost intimidating, because they got to go to a secondary store that's just a vape store. And that can be intimidating for a 42-year-old woman that doesn't know anything about vaping. All she does is smoke. And so, thank you for people like Shane that are working there at the building in E-Sig. He seems to do very well with the customers. Yeah. He walks them through it. That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
This is a new science, man. It's like somebody learning how to fucking smoke cigarettes for the first time, or even more, because there's more moving parts. Yeah. And Troy, when he's there, he does a pretty good job. It's good to have local B&Ms that will take a little time and explain it to these people, instead of, you don't know what you want? Well, get the fuck out. Yeah. Go to YouTube and figure it out. No, you're supposed to help me, bruh. Yeah. Yeah. So.
And it's part of the broader acceptance too. Besides just Shell, you can go to any Walgreens right now and buy a 30-watt mod with a sub-ohm tank, as well as I want to say 10 premium style juices that come in glass bottles with different names.
Different flavors.
There's like Moon Milk and like Voodoo something. They're giving the appearance of a premium juice.
That sounds great, because you never know what you want to taste.
That's right.
That's great to have 10 different flavors.
It is great. And it's comparable price to like a shop. It's like $20 for a bottle. It's like $40 for the mod and the tank. But say, hey, guess what? Say I'm in bumfuck Arkansas and I lose
There's
all my
a
vape
Walmart.
shit.
There's a Walmart
I can
there.
hit up Walgreens and I can give me a goddamn.
Walgreens,
I can give me a 30-watt mod and a tank that's gonna get me to where I need to go.
Get you home, baby.
Yep.
It'll get you home.
So we're definitely seeing a broader acceptance. Not to mention all of the smoke shops and liquor stores that carry juice and carry blues and carry
Skippy.
Enjoy.
Damn Skippy. They're no longer just selling pipes.
Nope. So I mean that's really what we wanted to try to touch bases with. Next week we're gonna do another vlog and we're gonna talk. We're gonna give out some shout outs to people that we really care about in the group.
Yeah.
We
want to get a list together so we don't miss anybody.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that have helped us get here and
Absolutely.
continue helping us with their sweet words and vibe
Absolutely.
and all that. So another thing on these on this stuff, many of you might have a problem with corporations getting into vaping like this, like Shell taking putting Space Jam in their stores, Walgreens kind of doing their thing. To me and Travis, if you're vaping, you're fucking vaping, man.
Yep.
It's all about not getting cancer to us. We're not fucking vape snobs, like, oh, you're vaping what? Like, it doesn't matter to us. I don't care if you're vaping straight VG with a little nicotine in it. You're not smoking cigarettes. That's where we come from. You got a clone, good for you.
Yep.
I could give a fuck less. If it's keeping you off cigarettes...
We're just all about saving. We want to help people save their own lives. We're not saving lives, but we're helping people to save their own lives.
Yeah.
And so next week it'll be a little bit of a happier tone. We're gonna talk a little. We're gonna talk a little bit about.
we're still happy.
Yeah, we're happy. Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about.
We got reviews to do next. We're happy.
Yeah, we're gonna give shout outs. We're gonna do a giveaway.
Yeah.
A few other things. It'll be a surprise.
We got a lot of juice that we have reviewed, and then it's just kind of sat around, and so a lot of these bottles will have like 7/8 of the juice in it, but we got to get rid of some of this stuff.
If you guys want those ones too, but I also have probably 10 bottles that have never been opened.
That's great. But I'm sure a lot of them trust us enough that if there's a couple mils missing, they'll just vape it. And then you can watch our videos and go, these fucking liars, this shit tastes great.
Yeah. Don't worry about the poison.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a little LSD.
It's just a little LSD. No, I'm just joking.
It'll taste better.
Josh will be the one sending out all the half-empty bottles. You guys can blame him. All right, so thank you guys so much. We got to get back to work here. We're going to do some reviews.
We know this was serious stuff. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the description box down in the comment section. We would love to know your point of view.
Let's have a discussion about this shit.
And if it blows up and you guys want to put a bunch of comments down there, we'll do another vlog on this because this is it's hard to do in 15 minutes. But
and we know we're kind of we've really been not talking about advocacy a whole bunch because we really wanted to get our facts straight and we really wanted to get our positions straight. Yeah. Because this is not a cut and dry issue.
We don't want to fly off the handle with wrong information.
No, because you know what? Like we said before, man, some regulation. Do I want to make sure that my juice is made in a lab instead of a bathtub? Yes.
Sure.
I do. I just do. Do I want the FDA to come in and fucking decide what I can and can't vape? No. No. So it's a complicated issue.
Do we want to keep this shit out of kids' hands? Absolutely. Yep. But are there better ways to do it? Yeah.
So we'll get into more of that. You guys please leave your comments below. Let's have a discussion, man. Let's really have a discussion.
We literally wait for those comments. Yep.
Until next time, please keep your goddamn coils tight.
Keep your wicks wet.
Beast mode.
And I'm actually French.
Ha! Oh, French mode.
Threw it down on them, bro.
Boom. Peace.